Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Monday edition of Rasaji Speaks. Wanted to also let you know there'll be no music class today. Master David's traveling after the tour. Mentioned in the tour, I wanted to give a special thanks and shout out to Sister Judith and Brother Tom. Phenomenal as always, just incredible being a host and hostess is in their hearts. So it's beautiful. We've been having some phenomenal hosts and hostesses lately, our last couple events. And, it's going to be a prerequisite down the road that if you're interested in open up managing a wellness center, can you get people to an event? Number one, that if you're teaching, that's not hard. Number two, can you work with a team that's centered around Lynette with John and Andy and Robert and Raquel and Mita and Emmy and especially Andrea and what Sister Nan's doing to help? Because that's important because you're working with a team from anywhere from 5 to 30 days. Why is that important? Well, to make a wellness center work, you'll need 5 to 10 key people to be able to do that. You can see how it's a natural stepping stone down the road. It's going to be one of our big qualifiers for who gets a wellness center in their area. It's not for everybody, but it will continue the light and energy in that area that the tour brings. And ideally, we'll bring the tours to those cities that we've just either recently opened up a wellness center or we're getting ready to. Just kind of totally makes sense from an energy point of view when you think about it. It's about grounding the energy in that area. Speaking of grounding today, let's get to the title of today's episode. Divine Downloads, how the angels guided Boganathar into the cold heights of southern Tibet. Wow. Well, a soft reflection. Boganathar meets a monastic traveling sadhu, which means a wandering monk in Sanskrit, while one day he's bathing in the Ganges, right? So he's bathing in the Ganges and he finds out that maybe his next progression is mainland China. Now, view mainland China because parts of China will look like this background if you went deep in the forest, especially 3,000 years ago and about 2,000 years after the Great Flood. Imagine in those 2 millenniums without any industry and all the growth of the sun and fauna, what it would do, how it replenished itself. That's where Boganathar found himself in his 40s or early 50s. That's what we know, somewhere between 40 and 50 years old in that decade. Already an accomplished Hatha Yoga master, Kundalini master, Pranayama master, Japa or mantra master, those 4 disciplines. He works in natures for 5 decades. Meanwhile, he's being influenced by the Divine Mother and by Melchizedek or Gorthness himself during this 5 decades. Then he works with Emperor Qin for 25 to 30 years, which is a lot longer than the Chinese herbalist said that he would live. Upon getting ready to pass, for the first time, Boganathar is searching his heart because, of course, he felt like he had let his disciple, the Emperor Qin, down. And he knew that one day, they would get back together, but he was experiencing his first set of death urge. Excuse me while I get a great cup of coffee. out of my Circle of Chi mug. I hope you got one of these this weekend. We only sell these at the tour. It keeps hot beverages hot for over an hour, by the way. It's pretty phenomenal. You can thank Sister Emmy for that. Working with Andy, they designed that for us. So he decides he's going to sketch out the I Ching because there was a general who had been watching him work with Emperor Qin because he had royal privileges in the palace for about 5 years. You can't leave me, master. You're not going to take me as a student. I've been so faithful. Like the Bible, he said, I'm going to give you an outline. Figure this out. They've been trying to figure out the I Ching for over 3,000 years. It's pretty phenomenal. He treks up through Nepal into the southern sphere of Tibet. And mountains like this, right, are in his background. He finds the foothills of a mountain that's 6,000 to 7,000 feet in elevation, and he parks himself there. When we teach healing, we tell people, park yourself there until the Holy Spirit moves you and tells you what to do. There's no way you can't communicate with the Holy Spirit when you put yourself in that position. When the student is ready, the master will appear. He didn't know it was going to take another 4 to 5 decades. And one day, he has these two nice set of hands. He opens up his eyes, and all of his glory, there is Melchizedek, or Gorthas, the founder of Hatha Yoga, Sun and Moon. He realized, I've been seeing this guy in the dream state. I've been seeing this guy in meditation. I've been seeing this guy for a long time. He's been had my back. I never knew that this was Melchizedek. He's sitting there now. He says, now you're ready to receive the teaching in physical form. Is that important? Bloody howdy, is it important? That's why what we're doing and why Lama Ji came back. In the physicalness of 3D, you need a physical vehicle. And you need structures to anchor and land, to anchor the chi here, to bring back that transformation. Over the next several decades, he would begin to polish what he had known, fill in the gaps of the kata kappa, the art of regeneration. Pushing up to 200 years of age himself at the time. He will go on to perfect his teaching for 150 to 200 more years before one day walking down the mountain with the 12 watching him, Master Lamas, he will turn his body into a golden sphere, and that golden sphere will ascend right into heaven. Like Enoch, like Elijah, like the Madonna, like John the Beloved after writing Revelations. That's what he will do. Because that is the epitome of the teachings of Tai Chi Gam. It's why we do tours. It's why we do wellness centers. And now we're going to be doing a series of simulcasts with professionals in different fields, picture framing it with the teachings of Tai Chi Gong. It'll be an average of about 6 hours a day. Mark your calendar for Saturday, June 21st. This is real important. from about 9 to 3 o'clock. We'll be doing live streaming, and we'll have Dr. Beth, we'll have Dr. Preston, and of course, our famous Dr. Jenny with us. And you'll get stuck with the Lama again. And it'll be a beautiful, energetic, intellectual, spiritual upliftment of an education that will start to plant a seed when we're building our hospital and our clinic on the property of the Lamasery. In other words, we're going to start laying out the blueprint, and you'll be there to see it happens. So don't mess to sign up. We're going to make sure that Andy puts the link out. We're fishing probably tomorrow, if it's not already out, and it will be. Okay? And as they say in Tibet, Barakabushad for you and your glorious family. I look forward to seeing you really soon. If you're thinking about coming here to train, I'll give you another reason to train. About 2 Wednesdays a month, Lamaji teaches the 12 o'clock Eastern class for teachers and whoever in the public that shows up, so they can give people a little bit of boom. So if you want another reason to come and you're trying to make a decision to come and you want to come during one of the weeks that Lamaji is teaching, then you might want to check that with Brother Nate. Nate keeps the calendar. Nate keeps the calendar for the people coming for training. I love you. God bless you all. See you really soon.